We developed a vision or some ideas for how to improve the revenue of this property that's an Airbnb or a short-term rental. Let's go ahead and take a look at the property. I'm going to show you some of the spaces that we looked at during the desktop analysis to see how feasible the ideas that we came up with there really are the things that I want to install going to fit. All right, so we finished our desktop analysis. If you haven't seen that video yet, go watch it. But we developed a vision or some ideas for how to improve the revenue of this property that's an Airbnb or a short-term rental. Let's go ahead and take a look at the property. I'm going to show you some of the spaces that we looked at during the desktop analysis to see how feasible the ideas that we came up with there really are the things that I want to install going to fit, etc. All right, really cool little deck space here. Not sure that I would even change anything about it. Actually, a lot of the things about this property that I noticed doesn't need any change to the things that are there. Let's just add some more things. So let's go see if we got room for that. All right, so the renovation, the design, really well done. All right, the owners did a great job. The wife has a very tasteful eye for how to make a property look and feel inviting, which is great. That means we don't have to do too much, right? So just giving you a quick look before we get into the backyard, which is really where the major focus is going to be for us as a team coming in and doing the improvements to the design and the amenities. Again, not a whole lot of design change that I think we need to do. Here's another look at the renovation. This is good quality. I mean, if you're here and you're looking at the baseboards, you can see that they don't look messy. There's not like paint or buildup going up. Like it's a clean job that they did on the renovation. Very nice kitchen. The backsplash and the countertop combo. It looks great. They left a monster for me. Now I feel energized. All right, so just wanted to kind of give you a peek at the design that we're working with. It's really good. So let's go look at this outdoor space and see if we can do the things we want to do. All right, so here we are in the outdoor space. We talked about in our desktop analysis doing a barrel sauna, fire pit seating area, a hot tub, and a cold plunge station. Can we fit all of that out here? All right, so I know they make different size barrel saunas, to be sure, but maybe we can butt one up against this wall right here. Maybe it's going to face this way. It would block that window if you do that. Maybe we can do it over here, but then we could be blocking this gas line. Maybe we can do it right here with the butt of the sauna coming right off the back of this, backed right up to this wall right here where this water heater's at. Tankless water heater, by the way, unlimited hot water. Love when people do that. All right. And then it can just kind of pull out this way. All right. So these are the things that we've got to figure out. How is the exact layout going to be so that you can flow through the system of outdoor sauna, outdoor spa that we set up without feeling like you're smushed by all the stuff out here. All right. But potentially barrel sauna there. Hot tub would fit nicely in that corner right there for sure. Cold plunges over there. And then where are we going to put the fire pit seating? All right. Do we have to sacrifice something to have that? Because I don't think I want to get rid of the fire pit seating. If we have to get rid of anything, maybe it's the hot tub. I don't know. But that's what we're here to figure out. So we've got the measurements taken, and now we're going to go to the literal drawing board and see where it's all going to fit. All right. So we got this back house that we also identified on the desktop analysis. So let's go take a look at that and get some ideas about how we can increase the occupancy and maybe find space for a few other amenities like arcade games, etc. Let's go take a look. Okay, so we're actually coming in the back door from the alley. So this is gonna make it really good. Just point that out real quick. This is gonna make it a lot easier for us to do a multi-listing strategy, because the people that are staying in this back house can just come and park in this alley. We'll need to make sure they can, but I see nothing so far that prohibits them from parking in this alley, having their own private interest into this house, and never having to go into that shared communal yard if they don't want to, right? So they can stay separate from whatever group might be over there. And then of course, we can combine both listings. There is an entrance through the backyard into this house as well. So it can really feel like, you know, one big shared house, if you will, one shared experience. But here we are in the backyard house, if you will, the back house. Same tasteful, well-done design. Everything looks clean. We look at these baseboards, they look clean. We got clean edges. It's not sloppy. So they got the attention to detail. They did a good job, and they got the design eye. So that's great. I don't really see room for much more amenities in here. Maybe maybe something here right under this mini split. I don't know about that. We could put something right here. We could put a thing right here for sure. This could be like the Pac-Man game or something, potentially. Definitely no room for a pool table or something large like that, all right? Having multiple washer and dryers, because we got one in the main house and we got one here. This is great for the cleaning staff. They will usually charge you less money if they can get your laundry done quicker, because that's the most expensive, that's the most time-consuming thing they do, is laundry, right? So you can reduce the amount of time they spend on the property by having 2 sets of washers and dryers. So that's kind of a little advantage that we get with having these 2 properties. All right, let's go check. We came here to check on occupancy, right? It's the main thing we wanted to see. Do we have room for more beds? Okay. This is a really nice bathroom. We definitely can't put any beds in there. So let's go check out these bedrooms. So king bed, there's a king bed in the other house too. King beds are great. People tend to love them, but you're also sacrificing the amount of beds you could put in a space. We can't do a double queen in here. Maybe we can do a trundle that pulls out from underneath, or we might just have to go with rollaway beds. Same thing in this bedroom. And this is that old style where you got to flow and walk through an existing bedroom to get to another one. It's okay for families though, if they've got kids, even teenage kids, because at least they get a door, or, the parents can sleep in here. I almost think that it'd be better to switch the king bed into here, because if you're a family, the parents, they're going to want kind of the more private room. They're going to want to walk through the kids' room to get to their room, not the kids walking through their room to get to theirs, where they get like a private space with a closable door. So I might make that flip, but that said, I'm not seeing a ton of room for more beds other than things that maybe pull out from underneath the existing beds. You can maybe pull out a twin trundle, comes out here onto the floor that small children can sleep on. There is room for a rollaway. You could unfold a rollaway right here. I don't know where we're going to put this rollaway bed, but both of these rooms at least have room for a rollaway bed in each one. And that right there would increase the bed count by 2. The other rooms in the other house, they're larger. We can take a little look at those. So we can definitely fit more rollaways in those rooms, but I would like to find a space to at least install a legit other bed or another bunk bed. So let's go take a look at those other bedrooms and see if we can find that there. We're back in the main house in the upstairs master bedroom. All right, let's take a look at it. Now, it is ideal to actually stay in a property for a night or 2 to get a feel for it and really find a lot of things that you otherwise wouldn't find if you didn't live in the house. So we are doing that. FYI, when you see things around here. All right, that said, here we are on master. And I love the seating here. Although, admittedly, I have not sat in these chairs since I've been here, and I haven't seen anyone else do it. So far, it's just being used to set our things on. We could just as easily set our things on a day bed. That's right here. And now we've increased our bed count again, and it's a real bed. Oh, by the way, we could do a full-size day bed with a pull-out trundle underneath, and we've added 2 more beds. Legit beds with real mattresses that people can sleep on. Great situation for families. So my design team might go that direction, and we'll just put these chairs and this table somewhere else, because these are legitimately still great chairs to sit in that we're not using for actually sitting in. All right. There's one spot that we could potentially put some beds. Let's go check out a couple of the bedrooms. The bedroom is currently under use, but there are 2 beds in there. So I know for a fact that nothing more can fit in there. It's wall-to-wall beds with a king bed and I think a full or a twin in there. So really that just leaves this room. And we've got this full bed in here, this queen over queen bunk, which is awesome. I would say, just looking at this room, we can definitely put a couple rollaways in here. If not, another twin over twin bunk right here. We would have to do something with this TV. I don't know where we would put it. Maybe it would drop down from the ceiling. Maybe it would have to go on that wall. I don't know, but there's definitely room for another bed here. And we could probably earn more revenue. When we talk about concepts of the usable square footage, make sure you're using every square foot in the house to make maximum revenue. I think a twin over twin bunk right here would generate more revenue than this table and TV. So that's where I'm at right now. Next thing we're going to do after this is we're going to go to the little drawing board with my designers that have also design team that's come here and taken measurements, and they've got their own ideas too. We all got our own ideas. We're going to sit down, we're going to collaborate, and we're going to stamp the table by our final plan of action to improve this property. and then we're going to execute it. So stay tuned. You'll get to see all that stuff next, what we actually do, what it actually looks like, and how much money it actually makes.